Look at that old bird. Ain't she pretty? Alright, so before we lay down any plasti dip on this bumper, obviously we need to clean it. It's a little bit dusty, and we need to remove the side markers on it and the grill. So let's do that. And here's a little tip when you're having difficulty masking certain parts because of contour. Go ahead and mask over it. And then just use a razor blade to cut out that edge. See? And here's our gun that we're going to be using. It is a Flexio 590, and it's used to spray household paint, which is very thick, without reducing it. Now this gun comes with two sprayers, one for just laying on thick coats, and one where we can actually, if we're using household paint, we would thin it by 10%, and we could use this, which is meant to spray finer, so you have a better fine finish. And this is what we're going to use. We're going to use the plasti dip without reducing it, and this should be able to work. The other option is using one of these auto paint guns, but this one is a 2.5 millimeters, and the nozzle is bigger so that you can spray thicker and more viscous paint through it. But you need a compressor. You need a pretty good compressor if you're going to spray an entire car. If you're going with the auto spray gun, make sure you have the right compressor. Make sure you use the right make sure you have the right nozzle, which is a 2.5 millimeter, and make sure you have your settings correct. It's very important that you have your PSI right, your spray pattern, your volume setting correct. But this guy is pretty easy. This guy's easier to use. So we're going to use this Flexio household paint gun, and we're going to see how it works. Here's our can of plasti dip. We're going with the Crimson Ride, which is a play on Crimson Red. The good guys at Eastwood said before you paint with it, you gotta keep it upside down for about 30 minutes so that all the sediments from the bottom can come off, and then you can actually mix it. Don't shake it, but mix it. It's very important that you follow instructions. You don't shake it, but you gotta mix it, alright? Now that we're done mixing it, let's get started. Now the thing that I noticed with plastic dip is that initially when you spray it on wet, it will look like it has orange peel, but once you let it settle and dry, the orange peel will kind of minimize. It will reduce by a little bit, but there still is a little bit of orange peel on there. I'm not sure if you guys can see. So don't be afraid when you're spraying your plastic dip and you see a lot of orange peel on it, because it will reduce in size once it dries. And that's all for now. I hope you guys learned a few things about using plastic dip, and I'll see you guys next time.